Hello and welcome to this week's Top Performers, where I cover the top performers in all 5 roles in the 4 major regions. One second. It'll be the top players in each role. The complete list is at the Discord under the content channel. That is just rankings. That won't include stats. If you are interested, I do break them up into tiers so you know about where players, what groupings of players there were. For the LPL, the Shy from Weibo is the best top laner from last week. He went 26, 11, and 23, 36% of his team's kills and 35% of the team's damage. Shanji for OMG continues to be an elite top laner. Despite going 8, 10, and 22, he still put up an 83 KP and 31 damage share, which was elite compared to the rest of his role. Relatively speaking, the extra, I do KDA for everybody, but the extra 2 stats are their 2 strongest stats outside of KDA relative to their role. Kanavi continues to pace the jungle for JDG, going 31, 11, and 49, 480 damage per minute, and had a 19 damage share, which is actually relatively high for a jungler. Zhao Lao Bao for Victory 5. I think V5 may have only played 1 series last week. He went 13, 6, and 21 with a 30% kill share and 370 damage per minute for Victory 5 in the place of Karsa. So that kind of just shows how far ahead Kanavi is in damage per minute. 110 damage per minute higher than Zhao Lao Bao, which he might not have been second. He might have been third in that category. But still, that shows the gap that's there. Mid lane, Zhao Hao. Not Zhao Hao, geez Louise, Zhao Hu. Zhao Hu from RNG, 13, 10, and 49. That's right, 49 assists for Zhao Hu last week. 90 KP, 33 damage share. Behind him, we have Care from FPX. Did not do well today, but last week went 13, 8, and 21, 30% of the team's kills, 675 damage per minute. In bot lane, LNG's bot lane's represented in both slots. Light being the best bot laner in the LPL last week, going 27, 10, and 25, putting up 41% of LNG's kills and 32% of their damage. Viper went 37 and 32 with 77% KP and 37% of EDG's kills. PP God from Victory 5 went 3, 2, and 32 with 80 KP. Lamau went 7, 9, and 53 with 91% KP. For support, we only do those 2 roles. Honestly, with 80 carry, 80 carry should be getting damage on Senna. Bodic gets damage on Senna. But with the way support's been going and Senna support, Senna, Seraphine, and things of that nature, it's hard to really, blame a player that may be playing Nautilus every game, not getting a lot of damage, or Braum not getting a lot of damage, and then saying, oh, well, one player played Seraphine once, so all of a sudden it's blown, the damage per minute's blown out of proportion. So PP God and Lamau are the best in KDA and KP overall. LCK, Doodoo. Now, this is going to be where people are like, why the hell is Doodoo up there? And honestly, I don't blame you. I had OnFleek on there a couple weeks ago. Now, because this is relative to your role, it's also relative to your team when it comes to shares. If you're 1v9ing and your team sucks, you might end up on the list. And that's what happened for Doodoo. Although he went 6, 13, and 7, he had 32% of the team's kills and 33% of the damage, which are elite numbers for a top laner. Top laners do not put up 32 kill share in multiple series of play overall. They don't put up 33 damage share between 2 series. So that kind of just shows his KDA was that bad, but other roles he did well, damage per minute, kill participation, things of that nature. Zeus last week went 18, 15, and 29, 68 KP, 26 kill share. Owner from T1 was the top jungler, going 15, 17, and 38 with 77 KP and 22 kill share. Canyon followed him up, going 11, 11, and 28 with 72 KP and 20 kill share, showing just the gap there. 77 to 72 and 22 to 20, very close at the top for jungle in the LCK. Closer, I think this is all 3 weeks I've done this. He has been the number one mid laner. Closer continues to dominate, going 22, 7, and 25 with 37% of Sandbox's kills and 31% of their damage. Zika from DRX went 18, 7, and 43 with 80 KP and 650 damage per minute. So DRX, Zika continues to really help them out. Pioshik also was highly ranked in the jungle. Similar to Closer, I think Aiming's been number one 80 carry this whole time. 28, 8, and 22 with 82 KP and 46% of KT's kills. Literally 1v9 win or loss. Aiming, I can't say it enough. Every time I talk about KT, Aiming does well. Everything goes through Aiming for KT. Ruler was second from Genji, going 31, 8, and 17. 35% of Genji's damage, putting up nearly 1,000 damage per minute, which is freaking insane. Really got two insane numbers there. 46% of kills and 965% damage per minute. Support Life for KT went 2, 6, and 51 with 87 KP. Cal for Sandbox went 1, 13, and 40 with 68 KP. Now in the West, LEC, Finn was the top-rated top laner in Europe, going 11, 1, and 8, 33% of the team's damage. 940 damage per minute for a top laner is just completely bonkers. Finn was great, probably played his best 2 games I've ever seen him play this past weekend individually. Vizicachi for Astralis, 7, 3, and 8, 32% of the team's kills and 68 KP. Vizicachi playing very well, surprisingly. Astralis still kicking in the middle of the standings. Xerxes for Astralis, the top-rated jungler, going 9, 3, and 8 with 77 KP and 41% of Astralis' kills. So when you put that together, 73% of the kills for Astralis came from top jungle. Xerxes also had 21% of the team's damage. Yankos from G2 is the second-rated jungler, which may be like, why is Yankos behind Xerxes? He went 10, 3, and 10. That's better than 9, 3, and 8. Yeah, but 37% kill share, that's 4% less. And damage share, 2% less, 17%. Now, did he have more kills? Yes. Oh, is he being punished because his team's better? Well, this is relative to your team and to the region. So, I mean, if you're 1v9ing, you're going to end up on the list. If you have help, you might not. Mid lane, Larson from Rogue went 7, 2, and 13 with 765 damage per minute and 87% KP. Perks from Vitality, 8, 4, and 6, 93 KP and 35% of Vitality's damage. Bot lane, Comp, 8, 5, and 10, 35% of Rogue's kills, 78% KP. Karzi, 3, 7, and 9, so that's not a really good KDA, but he had 80% KP, which was high relative to his role, and 29% damage share, which was also strong relative to his role. So between Perks and Karzi, 64% of the team's damage, that kind of makes sense. You'd like that to be a little lower, but it does make sense that mid and bot would have such a large chunk of damage. For support, Mickey X went 4, 5, and 24 with 76% of excels. Supports don't get that much damage. 76 KP. Kaiser for Mad Lions, 2, 2, and 25 with 75 KP. LCS, Bwipo was the best top laner for Team Liquid. 12, 6, and 5, 55 kill share, 42 damage share. 42 damage share is just crazy. I mean, he was all that TL had this past weekend. Impact for EG, 5, 4, and 17, 575 damage per minute, and 76 KP. So Impact doing a lot of work for EG. Contracts for the jungle was the best jungler, going 5, 2, and 7, 22% of the team's damage, 470 damage per minute. Those numbers are both high for junglers. 22% is like top level damage share for junglers. 470 damage per minute is wild. Kenvi from Immortals went 7, 5, and 10, 85 KP, 35 kill share, as Kenvy, I believe, did extremely well on Saturday. Maybe I was wrong and it was Sunday, honestly. One of the games he did extremely well. Jensen from C9 went 10, 1, and 16, 93 KP, 36 kill share. Palafox went 7, 5, and 6 with 39% of CLG's kills and 650 damage per minute, as Palafox dominated at points, especially on the Azir. Azir becoming a monster pick in the LCS right now, where players are just going off on it. In bot lane, FBI, 10, 2, and 11, 26% of the team's damage, 75 KP for 100 Thieves. Berserker for C9 went 7, 4, and 13, 26% of C9's damage, 71% KP. For support, Core JJ from Team Liquid went 1, 6, and 15 with 73 KP. And Huhi went 0, 1, and 18 with 64 KP at support. So those are your top performers for the week and some notable stats that got them on the list. If you go to the Discord, like I said when this video began, you will see that I have on the content channel the complete tier list of the players from last week and how they did, and you'll know what groupings they are in. For the LPL, there were like 20 mids and supports used, so that's a long list. I believe there was a lot of junglers as well. LCK, a couple extra junglers. LEC and LCS were pretty standard though. But if you like this video, share it wherever you want. Share it with your friends, share it on Discord, share it on Reddit, I don't care. Anything to boost some views up. If you think the video is good, if you like the video, share it, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Like I said, Discord links in the description, as is the Patreon if you're interested in esports betting. I do post my predictions on there for the games for tomorrow, but I do not, those will be behind a paywall eventually. I don't necessarily expect people to want to pay for my prediction, but if they want to bet and use my insight, then they will have to pay. So thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for more content.